Hey.
Welcome to another episode of Better Than Cable. We got Josh over here. We got Ananya. I don't remember our special name, but mine's DJ Bobby B. Because I'm right here and I'm on the boards.
Oh yeah.
And today we're going to be talking a little bit about some new information regarding the Switch 2. And then it's actually pretty cool. SteamOS is now going live on different devices. So I guess Steam's kind of just trying to get it everywhere, which is pretty sick because I hate Windows and don't want to deal with it anymore.
Facts.
So new OS hopefully starting to emerge here as it gains a little bit of traction.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, I guess so we'll jump right in here. The Switch 2, its motherboard got released. Mm-hmm. And so apparently the SoC that was shown on the one that got leaked is a Samsung 8nm chip, which is roughly like 5-6-year-old technology.
Yeah.
So people are kind of kicking up a storm, if that's
kicking
real
up a
or
storm.
not. Yeah.
Kicking up a storm.
Causing a rustle.
A rustle?
A ruckus?
No. Like a rustle in the forest. It's not that loud.
Like, that's like so, it's like so
think
passive.
leaves flying through the forest.
Like slowly, like a rustle. I feel is like slower.
No,
like,
it's not an aggressive.
It's like
it's not aggressive.
It's not like an angry mob yet.
A slight roar.
Yeah. You know, we don't know if it's true fully, but that would mean the Switch would come out with essentially like outdated technology. Which I think is interesting because the actual first Switch came out on a 4-year-old process.
I was about to go right into that where I'm like, when has Nintendo ever dropped something with current technology
So
in it?
it's kind of on par for them. But it's also interesting because, I don't know, like everyone's fighting to have decent computing in their stuff. They want them to be able to do all these things. And yeah, for whatever it's worth, Nintendo seems to be like, welcome to 2019.
Literally, welcome back.
Yeah.
That's where it's relevant. I feel as a Nintendo lover through and through, way too many Nintendos, never going to stop buying them, getting the Switch 2 whenever it comes out type shit. I think they mastered what some people don't see within gaming. Some people like see it, but like in a different way, they still keep up with the times. But Nintendo is like, it's not about the hardware, it's about the fun. And I think for them, as long as their games, specifically their games, and Pokemon excluded because it's a 3-way company thing, but like a Mario, a Yoshi, a Kirby, if those play great on whatever chip is on it, I think Nintendo is like, that's all we really promised you.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is the happiness and joy that we know you're going to get, and we're reliable on that. If you want to do all this other new shit, go ahead and get you a new console. And I think this just might be a double down for them to do it in this era. Because it wasn't that big of a deal when you're putting a 3DS next to a freaking PS3. Because you're like, these are different consoles, they're for different things. But when you do have a device like a Switch that can have an app store and can have the games and does connect to a TV, you almost expect it to compete. But I feel like I still look at it like DS versus the Xbox or a PlayStation. Where it's like, I'm not expecting this to be my most powerful system. That's why I have an Xbox.
Yeah.
Well, and how old is the Switch? Is it like it's
it is
like
old
10
as
years.
shit.
Yeah,
it came out
at least 10
our
years.
freshman year of college. Definitely.
It's like 2015.
2015. No, it might have been before that. Damn. Oh my God. No, it's old as shit.
Thinking like
2015
13 maybe.
No.
No.
It wasn't out when we were in high school.
It wasn't in high school.
If it was out when we were in high school,
we went searching.
We did. March 2017. So it was definitely that was not even freshman year. Oh my God. We're fucking old. It's almost a 10-year-old system, but it had it's floated for 10 years. That's the thing too. As you said, 4-year-old technology that lasted damn near 10 years.
We've been out of college for so long.
Man, I know, dude. Don't get caught up on it. It's still in the back of my head too. We're old as shit. Like it kind of hurts because the pandemic kind of like made time go.
Facts.
It was like, what happened to that time? And it's like, no, we're just there getting old. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts. Like I felt that in my knees. Like, but yeah, like Nintendo has never been the one to promise you top of the line.
Tech.
So much as they're just like, it's gonna be fucking fun.
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna get a new Pokemon. You're gonna get like some Mario stuff. maybe a new Zelda, but like the actual thing itself is gonna be nothing compared to like even the Portal, the PlayStation Portal. Like it, like
I mean, like
that's better technology than
Exactly.
the Switch 2.
The
In a
Portal
way,
can't
yeah.
even play a game. Though.
it can't. But like
Oh,
the
yeah,
screen technology,
but,
like,
the controller
yeah.
technology,
All
I would
that.
argue in
It
all the
feels
ways
probably
that
nicer.
it is similar to
Yeah.
the Switch,
Yeah.
it surpasses it in them.
Yeah.
Like,
You
Yeah.
can't take the controllers off. Of it.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like I
Not
feel
like
like
that.
I feel like Nintendo with this one is gonna double down on the if you wanted a Steam Deck, you would have bought a Steam Deck. And if you want a Nintendo Switch, here you go. Like
It also makes me think, like, is that their development cycle? Like, they just picked
Just
the
all
chip
stuff.
in 2019 and started designing stuff around it? And
I can
then
believe
like,
that.
Yeah.
We can't change it.
Honestly,
It's taken 6 years.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
honestly, for how good their software runs on the chips that they put in their shit, I could believe that.
Yeah.
They spend that much time making sure their shit is good on this chip and they don't care what's coming out in the meantime. And in a time period where shit is moving this quick, they are getting left in the dust a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. There's also a leak / rumor about the dock having capabilities to like be more than a regular dock. And that part I would say might be them compensating in the measure of like, okay, you want something a little bit beefier, you can when you're
this.
connected at home.
Yeah.
But like still, it's like how much can they truly put in that dock to make it great and still keep, because they're going to keep this at an affordable price that's like so air quotes, because I don't know what affordable would be next to like these systems. It's probably going to release at like $399, maybe like $450-ish. And it's like in that price range, I feel like they're going to keep it relatively underpowered in comparison to some other shit.
No, because they've been marketing to kids.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck it, just some cheap plastic. If it breaks, who cares? Just
Like,
buy a new one. Like
that's
it's
their
like that's
biggest
their
market.
They're not
exactly.
cheap
forget
enough
that.
to be like, just buy a new one forever.
Yeah, no,
They're
but
not,
like
you're right.
Yeah,
But you could be a little rough with it.
yeah,
Like
the
I'd like to
the
see
light.
an aluminum body.
ooh, but like, I feel like if they did that, then they'd be like, yeah, okay, we'll make something for you adults. Like it would be expensive. Like
Yeah,
it would be the
have-
difference in like the OLED, where it's like
yeah.
you could obviously tell like the OLED is not the one that the parents are buying their kid. If you're just like
Yeah.
if your kid just wants like a game system and like obviously
Facts.
you're not like upper middle class, I guess. Like it's just one of those things where it's like the base Switch is obviously the one they sell the most, and it's obviously the one that's like
Yeah.
for their base market, which I think we constantly online forget is children who can't even read the blogs or watch the YouTube videos. And I'm like, they don't give a shit about the
Right.
frame rate.
Facts.
Like they're just glad Fortnite came to the thing, dude. Like it's like I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, no, like my screen looks beautiful.
Yeah, the OLED's
Like
fucking
it's
great.
so nice.
Man, like
But,
that's the one
like-
thing I'm jealous on.
Yeah, but like I mean, even that though, it's like now whenever I play it, I'm like, I might as well just use my emulator.
Ooh, that's
Like-
interesting.
I might as well play on my emulator because I know I can play like older games. I can play like literally any game
Yeah.
or whatever ROM I have.
I feel like I'm too into some of the newer games that they bring to
Yeah,
like
true.
Nintendos. So it's like I don't want to emulate the new ones because I'm
Yeah.
like that's why I got the system. So it's
Yeah.
like even if like Pokemon's like I hate emulating them because I'm like no, I want the progress
Yeah.
for real. I want y'all to see it on my Nintendo account. Like I want you
Yeah.
to see these stripes. Like
Facts.
but like if
Facts.
I didn't care, I would feel like I would probably play on emulation more than I do now.
Yeah, because I think it only Arceus I go back to my Switch for.
Ooh, but yeah, it's worth it. That's
Yeah,
worth
like
it.
Arceus
Either
is
handheld or TV. That
Yeah,
game is
it's
worth
so
it.
good.
That's the
Arceus
prime
or
example.
Arceus?
You can say it whichever way you want, but I feel like well, first of all of this is Japanese, so
I've never played either.
we're
of
saying
them.
it wrong no matter
Yeah.
how it's said.
Yeah.
There's a funny bit about how they used to come up with the characters. They would give the Japanese names to this one guy for like the first like 500 Pokemon. There was just one dude in America, and he would just put a random name next to whatever it sounded like to him. So he would like have somebody say the word in Japanese, and then he would just be like, Poliwag. Like, and he would just say random shit. That's why like all the original ones have like ridiculous names and spellings.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's crazy. But but Arceus, great freaking game.
Great game.
That's like built for that system.
Yeah.
And like if it was any nicer, it would break the system, which is why Scarlet and Violet suck.
Yeah. No, it's legit that and like the two new Zelda games. Like those games just look beautiful on that screen.
That is where Nintendo amazes me. That Zelda Breath of the Wild game, which was a launch title with the Nintendo Switch, came out 2 years before on the Wii U. And that game was like the #1 game for like 5 years on the Switch. That's 7 years. Like that cross systems. Like my sister's what's this fucking relationship? Husband. That's what I'm looking for. I was trying to find the relationship. I was like, what's the relationship between two people who get married?
I thought you were gonna be like second cousin, third
Nah,
cousin.
I was like,
her husband, him and his friends bought a Wii U like together and like split it to like play Breath of the Wild because nobody wanted a fucking Wii U.
Yeah.
But everybody wanted to play Zelda.
Facts.
Like, so they like all
Damn.
like passed around the Wii U.
Yeah.
They were just like, yeah, just let me get like a month on it and 2 months on it. I was like, that's dope as fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
facts.
But that
Facts.
also proves the system sucked. Like, it was like nobody actually wants to own a fucking Wii U.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe this could be a flop. Maybe they Wii U it after all
Yeah.
of this and the leaks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If it has an OLED, I'm buying first day. That's like, at this
They
point.
got you off that.
Yeah.
They already have an OLED Switch. Why
They
would
might
they
not.
not have an OLED?
Because they sell to kids. I mean, like, I don't, like, the Switch Lite, I don't think I'll ever have an OLED.
No, it's
Like-
a Switch
like-
Lite.
But no, I'm just like, I'm just saying, like, they'll
Even
always
like the
be
base,
like,
they'll always be.
I don't,
base
I
option.
can see this base
It
model
actually-
being 1080p, no OLED, and the like higher level being like OLED.
Yeah,
It might be like cheaper to make the Switch Lite OLED than it is to make the normal one OLED because it's just like a
It's
smartphone
unibody,
size.
yeah, and it's
Well,
tiny.
then you could probably just grab a smartphone. A smartphone screen.
I'm sorry.
Keep it together.
I'm sorry, it's me, I'm the problem.
Hold it in. Okay. No, but like they could
Yeah,
literally
no.
grab a smartphone screen off someone else's line
Yeah.
and just take it. And
I
put
mean,
it
like,
in
I
the
guarantee
Switch.
you,
Facts.
fucking Google fold phones have bigger screens than the Switch Lite.
yeah, yeah.
I think this
No,
That's a big.
bigger than the Switch Lite.
nah, it's not. The Switch Lite's a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
It's a little bit. I think it's a little bit taller, and like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
about the
taller.
width, but I think it is a little bit taller.
it's definitely.
I don't know. I could be tweaking. I'm gonna be because
I think
like
it is
maybe
like
it
a
could
full,
be that,
like-
but seeing some big controllers on it like changes.
Like-
No, because it's wider. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the bezels are just fucking huge.
No, the bezels are.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Switch Lite in a minute.
They're thick.
We used to sell them when I worked at Best Buy.
Honestly, I've always wanted one, even though I have a Switch. I don't know why. Like I can't just
look
take
cool.
my Switch with me.
They look cool.
I'm
were
like, I'm always
tempting.
like, ooh, I want to get one of those for on the go.
That would have been my first Nintendo console. If I
Honestly, I
bought it.
think you would
they
fuck
look
with the Switch Lite tough.
I don't know if I would.
It's for quick games, man.
When do you have time for quick games?
Always got time for a quick game.
Always.
The thing is, also, see, I feel like that's the question everybody asks. You're always like, when do I have time for quick games? As a person who has carried a Nintendo DS with them for most of my fucking life, it's like, it's not that there's always time, but when there is, I want to have a fucking game.
Facts.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, I could be at work and then it's like, oh, I got like 20 minutes in between meetings. Can't really
Yeah.
do any real work.
Let me just play some
Pull the
Pokemon real
DSi
quick.
out and play some Kingdom Hearts.
Exactly.
Okay, next meeting. Then I'll close that bitch, put it back in my bag.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like I feel like there's little times. If you ever take public
Yeah.
transit, fucking bring a Game Boy.
Facts.
Like I think that's a
Facts.
first. Like just do it. Like do something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Public transit gets a little dry for me.
No, it's great for like you don't want to play anything serious. You just want to kill time.
Yeah.
And instead of being on Instagram or something, it's like fuck it. Let me play like Simpsons.
I feel like I don't like kill time enough for me to get into anything. And then I'm just sitting there playing
Or like a quick
first levels
distraction?
over and over.
Oh, okay. I feel
Oh,
it. Well, you
yeah.
got to get a game that's got like a good. Like there are games that are good to play over time, and there are games that I feel are bad to play over time.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't play anything with like a good story on like a handheld on the go.
Yeah, no, see, that's where I sometimes fuck up. Is like I'll initially be like, all right, I'm gonna just play for 20 minutes, and then end up playing for like 4 hours.
No, now you in a storyline.
and it's
and
like,
shit.
yeah, you're just stuck, and it's like, but you know, it's the risk I'm willing to play.
I feel that. But like you know, like what's that game that we were playing for a minute with John? Jurassic World Evolution.
Yeah.
That's that was the best game for me because like Game Pass had just come out. That was the best
true.
freaking game to just like let me go in and just mess with this theme park for 15 minutes. Like because I'm not gonna do anything serious. The progression doesn't really matter. I'm probably just gonna hover away like 10 dinosaurs and that's all I can get done. Like
Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
I
No,
really
like, yeah.
installed my dinosaurs.
I recall. I think I watched that on a Discord stream with you, just taking down all the walls in your park and all of the guests getting trampled.
Not trampled. Eaten.
Eden.
That's the distinction here.
Some ran
Would've
away.
worked. I mean, yeah, it was like worse than the movie. Like it was actively worse. Than
Well,
the movie.
it was a bigger park.
It was 100%. It was large. It was a large park.
Yeah, they said that The meat eaters.
The meat eaters is crazy.
Carnivores?
Carnivores.
The
Yeah,
meat
that
eaters. The meat eaters is crazy.
What they are.
I feel you. I didn't know husband a second ago. I can't really talk shit.
Yeah, so those guys, the
Yeah.
T-Rexes,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Velociraptors, the other kinds of things with teeth,
Yep.
they just want to eat everything all the time.
Facts.
If one of them escapes from like a paddock, it's
And
like,
they escape.
you have like 2
It's
seconds.
like your fence failed.
Yeah, you have like 2 freaking seconds if that electric fence goes down, and they're just like, yeah, we
They're
got 2 guests back
eating
here.
everything.
The rest are all sheltered in
Yeah.
place. Like, and if you
Damn.
don't have enough shelters built, they just
Oh
all
yeah,
eat.
then
They just all eat.
Oh,
that was my
damn.
problem.
This
The
game was
park
actually fun.
packed
Like
when
this game was fun as shit. Like, I
the
don't know
park
what
was
it was.
packed when I let them out. That was the problem. I didn't have enough shelters.
Yeah, you could also like hit capacity in your park and shit. It's crazy. Interactive as fuck.
Damn.
Roller coaster tycoon with
That's
dinosaurs.
wild. That's wild. That's actually wild.
Build your park.
Then you have to shoot
Choose your
them with a
adventure.
trank gun for the helicopter.
Yeah,
come
and you
pick 'em
actually
up
like go
with
to
a-
you go to the first person
Yeah.
view. And
Oh,
you
You like run around.
and you like
Damn.
in a Jeep, you driving and shit. It's crazy.
That actually seems really
That's what I'm
fun.
saying. Let's bring
That
up. Now they
seems
got
really
2
fun.
out. At least not like we doing an ad for these motherfuckers. But like Jurassic World Evolution 2 is out. And I
Yeah.
haven't cracked into it because I'm like, I'm gonna get too deep.
Facts.
Like that's one where I'm like, I'm gonna go
Facts.
crazy. Like they got new dinosaurs and shit, new areas.
Damn.
I think they have the like all the movie areas now from all the movies, not just like the
Parks.
section.
Wild.
Yeah, all the parks. That's what I'm.
No,
at.
the normal park though.
Yeah, no, they got the classic park. They got the
Like I can
Site
jump
B.
into like Jurassic World and just run.
And,
their
and the
park.
park will already be together, or like you got to rebuild it because
Oh,
it'll be like
true,
tore down
true.
because like nobody been there since the movie,
Ah.
and it'll be set up like that. But I think they got the new one from Jurassic World Dominion.
Is it more like graphic if you release all your sizes?
I imagine. I mean, but like maybe the John Williams score plays over top. I don't
Well,
know.
there was one where the T-Rex would like grab people and then like shake his head.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that-
And if you were on third person, if you were like the first person view,
Yeah.
you'd like see the whole thing. Like this game was like
Damn.
rated very low too.
That's
Like it was
wild.
like this is kind of violent. Like,
I didn't release my dinosaurs until we weren't going to play it anymore, and it had
Yeah.
been sitting for a while.
This is also
And then
not
I was like,
true.
what would happen?
This is also
True.
not an interactive game. This is a solo player that we just all played at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Like, keep
facts.
that in mind.
It's very much like it's kind of like like Roller Coaster Tycoon,
Yeah.
Sims.
or like
Sims.
I was
yeah.
gonna say Clash of Clans,
True,
that type of
true.
thing.
Yeah,
Time
I
quicker.
find it interesting.
Okay.
Clash of Clans is not where I would
Oh,
want.
true.
But I see what you mean. Like you build a base.
Yeah.
If you could fight dinosaurs, and steal
mean,
other
yeah.
people's
I
dinosaurs.
don't think that these games are going to encourage animal fighting anywhere. You know, I just don't think. I don't think they'll get a rating from the ESRB
Good
off
point.
that
Yeah.
one. Like I think.
Well, it's not like encouraged. It's like this is your army T-Rex,
I feel like what you just said was a form of encouragement.
Navy whale.
Navy whale is
God
crazy,
damn.
and it's because you didn't know the name of a whale dinosaur.
Yeah.
You don't know the dinosaur in the waters. No, I don't know its name either. But like, I don't think it would just be a whale in the game. Why would they have regular whales?
No, whales have been around for a long time. It could be like a prehistoric whale.
Yeah, that's a dinosaur. It's got a name.
A whale.
Whale.
A whale's a whale, dude.
A whale's a whale.
Whale's a whale. God damn.
I guess.
Maybe if Nessie was around, it could be that
Nessie.
thing.
The Loch Ness Monster would be the coolest thing you could
That
put in
would
the
be
park.
sick.
That would be,
That'd
yo,
be
why?
sick.
Calls
That
up
would
for
be
DLC.
sick.
What the fuck are they doing? Like, what? Like,
Just swims around, escapes,
Bro.
eats things.
and it's
comes back.
always
Yeah,
a
legit.
silhouette.
Yeah.
You could do that in a game, not in real life, but you could do that in
Yeah.
a game. It's always just a black silhouette of what looks to be the Loch Ness
Yeah.
Monster.
That'd be so
And you
sick.
got to feed it random shit and figure out what it likes to eat, and it's randomized on everybody's game.
Wild.
So you can't just
Yeah.
Google it and be like, I fed mine
And
this.
the DLC adds food items, so they're like, why is there a crate of oysters in here?
Bro, and it would be crazy if like you don't feed it in time, it dies, and it just keeps denying all your food. And there's 136 different food options, and you're just throwing food out, and throwing
That's a
food
lot
out,
of
and
food
losing
out.
money. And you're like, you gotta have enough money to get a Loch
We're a
Ness
little
monster.
deep in this.
Yeah, but like gameplay's gotta be fun.
It does have to be
That's what I'm
fun.
saying.
That'd be
Give,
so
give a
sick.
badge for it.
We're
We're talking about
just-
the Loch Ness monster, dude. This is DLC. This is an extra
Yeah.
It
character.
is.
Yo.
We're talking about a Switch. That's why I was like,
Yeah, the Switch too.
we're down the road.
It's
We're
kind of
down
how
the
we got
road.
here. It's kind of how we got here. Portable gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly, I think when the new Switch comes out, when I get it, I feel like you should like borrow my first Switch for like a week.
I
Yeah,
See what
facts.
games you fuck with on it.
Facts.
And you just borrow it for a week and you just fuck around.
I
Yeah.
don't think I'd use it.
And that's what I'm
No,
saying.
just
But like,
keep it
no,
with
the,
you.
the
Yeah,
intention is to
yeah.
fuck around. It's like, look,
Yeah.
not like no one's pressuring you to play it. If you don't get to it, you don't get to it. But like, I encourage you to just like flip through it. You know, just like maybe play a game or two and just see how you feel about some Nintendo shit.
Well, I think I'd want what like our second topic is here. So Lenovo's releasing a handheld, and so are a few other companies.
Yeah,
Great fucking
yeah,
segue.
great transition.
Great fucking segue. I'm sorry, I gotta give you that.
Yeah,
one.
that was
keep going,
on
keep
point.
going, keep going.
SteamOS is being offered on other devices than
Yeah.
Steam Deck.
What a slow clap for that.
That's fire.
I'm mad at the slow clap. You stop.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck yeah, okay. SteamOS.
All right, Steve OS.
I derailed this after.
It's okay. We worked it in.
No. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
One of my favorite episodes now. But keep going.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. SteamOS is being offered on other devices other than the Steam Deck, which means they're tailoring it to, they're like working with these companies to make sure it's going to work on their newer handhelds. Because the SteamOS is a little dated now. It's not, 12 years old or whatever, but it's like
shit.
5.
I've been using it. I used it all through college. Or
Well, the
like
Steam
no.
Deck.
The Steam Deck, yeah. But I was
Yeah.
about to say like operating big picture shit that they had started, and then they like tried to make like a device, the like stream box. I remember when they were talking about that.
I think Steam Deck was 2020.
Really?
Because I think
I thought it was
came
before the
out.
pandemic.
Yeah, that was before.
Did
Am I
you?
tweaking?
Yeah.
I thought it was pandemic.
Keep going.
Or right
Keep going.
around there.
I thought
Because
it was like
they would like
2018,
made a
2019.
killing off pandemic stuff. Because everyone bought game consoles.
Yeah.
Steam Deck was released in 2022.
Wild.
We were all
damn.
wrong. They got us.
Wild.
They got us in the pandemic.
God
Wild.
damn.
They knew that was gonna sell.
Yeah.
Like, bro, come on.
That was practically the end.
I don't know if this.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still at it, but like, yeah, like.
What do you mean?
I mean, like the numbers of COVID. Like,
Oh, we all knew it was just going to be around.
I guess, but yeah, like 2022. I guess we were still like, new variant, alert. Like,
Yeah,
shit just
we
dropped.
still cared.
Yeah.
We still
More
cared.
more people
Yeah.
besides me.
I think I got it in 2022.
Like,
That was the
yeah.
last time I got it.
I mean, I've had it once a year, but like,
No, I've never had it.
It was before when like other people outside masked, besides just the few.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Facts. Yeah, no, but like the what is it? The Ally?
Rogue.
Rogue Ally. Yeah. I
That's
really
ROGs,
like that one.
that's Asus.
Yeah. That one is really nice.
And they're all using new AMD processors
Yeah.
called the
Yeah.
Ryzen Z1 Extreme.
Yo. They're
See,
souped
oh
up.
my god, the
They're
Switch will never
souped up.
compete. Just,
Yeah.
So,
They have the crazy.
those
is
things
also-
do look clean.
I don't know if you guys will have an opinion on this. This was what I was going to add, and I was like, I don't know if to have an opinion. But AMD released some really cool processors. They're
Yeah.
basically putting like a GPU the size of a desktop graphics card on
Damn.
their like integrated graphics.
Damn.
So, like, the
it's
size
a
of, like,
CPU
what- okay.
and a GPU together,
Just in
Just
one.
on top.
Yeah.
but it's a giant chip because it's actually like a full GPU.
Does it give you? I guess does it restrict any capabilities from like? I guess so. These things have to be married.
So they were always making these. This is a system on a chip.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool.
They're just
got it,
adding a
got it,
giant
Got it.
GPU.
You're right. Okay, cool. I'm with you. Because at first I was like, wait, is this?
It's
like
an APU. They've been using them. It's like what the Surface has, like
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
Intel processor
Yeah.
with Iris graphics. That's an APU. That's all on one chip. So AMD has those too, and it's like the laptop chips, not my laptop that has a GPU.
Yeah.
But
And
other
that's what I'm saying.
laptops
Like
that
there are
only
other
have one
computers
chip.
that have like
Yeah.
like these
Apple's
things
has its
separated.
GPU built in.
Apple, they connected all their shit. Even their RAM is unified.
So
Yeah.
they're adding like the biggest size of GPU to be in an APU that's ever been in one. It's like ridiculous. Like the dies are huge. I don't know if either of you have ever seen a processor die. For like
I was about to say I don't
No.
look. I don't look at them too
No,
frequently. To be
yeah.
honest with you,
They used to be like. I don't
you
know
can't
how to
reference it
describe
next to
this.
change like a quarter, $50, Kennedy, silver, Sacagawea $1.
So back like 2013s, they were a little rectangle, and they probably would have fit under like a nickel.
Okay,
Like
okay.
would completely
Facts.
cover them, but they weren't like as long as a nickel. They're thin and wide,
Okay.
or thin and vertical.
Got you. Long nickel.
Yeah. So then they got to like just being a thin line, like maybe a quarter as wide as it is long
Okay.
under it. So they were bigger, but not really like big.
Yeah.
Now they're like, I don't know.
Kennedy $50. I'm sorry. I don't know how I got to change. I got really into it too.
I was like, I don't know which coins are bigger than that.
That's like the biggest coin I can think of. So if it's bigger than that, like $2 Kennedy $half, Kennedy and a half.
I don't know. What's
like Mike?
Circumference of microphone?
Yeah.
That's bad example though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of things in front of me, to be honest.
Don't have any circular
items.
objects.
Circle on the back of your phone.
Yeah.
How big in comparison to that?
Probably like close to the size of the cameras.
True.
The camera module. Like this whole thing is the
Okay.
die.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about a Kennedy $half?
Okay. If you say so. But anyway.
Have you seen one? I mean, never mind.
I don't know which kind of, like, is it the same size as every $half? Does the Kennedy matter?
I mean, yeah, it's like a thicker $half. It's not like a Susan B. A Susan B is a little smaller.
Yeah, I don't know.
Never mind. Susan B. Anthony, she has a $half. As I said, I've just gotten a change. I'm sorry.
I don't know types of coins.
I could tell.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Does not help me. Dude. I'm like, is that small or large?
You're right.
Okay.
Who has this knowledge? It's weird.
But it's super cool. They're super power efficient. Like closing in on Apple now, 24 plus hours power life on a battery.
Damn.
Or on a laptop. Battery life on
I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Different words. But yeah, so Windows is now going to get this. But Windows is horrible, and SteamOS is finally getting on more devices.
Yeah.
So I have hopes that at some point here we could start seeing SteamOS laptops.
Yeah,
and I might
that'd be cool.
I mean, you can dual boot. Like, I feel like that it might work smooth with that.
Then I have to buy another hard drive.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like
I could do it on the same hard drive, but then I have to
you got to
split it.
partition
Yeah,
it. I was about to say, then you might have to wipe everything that's on the current hard drive.
It's basically just Linux, right? SteamOS.
SteamOS is a Linux distro. I wouldn't say it's basically just Linux.
It's like
basically
built
just
off.
Linux is like a term.
Facts.
Basically just Linux. You command line?
Yeah.
So it's a very specialized version.
Yeah. It's
I think this makes me more interested for handhelds. I feel like I was definitely in the holdout market because I'm not buying a Steam Deck at the price that a Steam Deck is. Like,
well, so
for it to be good, let me also say that the entry price is not terrible.
Yeah.
For it to be good is
Also,
so
like,
the Lenovo Legions coming with like that Ryzen Z1 Extreme processor, and that's the better one. The other one comes with a slightly lesser chip, and it's $499. The better one's $749.
Yeah, see, and like in those ranges, I'm like, you could buy an iPad.
No, yeah.
Like, and it's like, and I mean, of course, those are not the same thing. I guess it's just like where my brain is like pricing them, where I'm like, this gives me hope. And something like SteamOS gives me hope that there will be like better little like budget devices inside the category.
No, facts.
Like, because it's like the handhelds are fucking dope. I'm glad we don't think they're just for children anymore. I've always loved handhelds. And it's like, we might be able to really get that one that's like good, like if that makes sense. Like, because I mean, I've been looking at like Retroid Pockets and stuff, but it's like, if one of these would do everything Retroid Pocket can do and also play new AAA games. That's kind of appealing to me in the sense of like that's really dope in the form factor of handheld. So like
also it's like
the whole market.
I don't know, $800 for a handheld seems crazy to me. Like I just can't do it. Because it's like also I might as well just get another laptop.
Or it's like I can build a computer. Like we're getting a build a computer.
Yeah,
prices.
facts.
Like it's like I'll just take my Nintendo on the fucking go and I'll build a computer.
Yeah.
Like cause it's like we're getting $1,000 and it's like I have more options inside of here and like I can do more things in the future. Whereas this handheld will be outdated one day.
Yeah.
That's why I want it to get affordable. Like if you tell me like $299 and it can play current gen games, it's like that's fucking reasonable. But like if you tell me $299 starting point. 2.5 gigs of RAM and like it's like just fucking trash. It's just like it's like that's where I'm like okay, so I gotta build this up to 800 to get it good. Like so I'm hoping this opens up the door for more people to make cooler handheld systems. Like and Steam's reputable. Like they really build themselves up not only through the Steam Deck but like they had longevity before that in my opinion. Like they're not going anywhere soon.
Yeah, no, 100%. And then I think it's just especially for games, it's perfect. Like the only reason I would want to build a computer is to game on it. Yeah. And so like for me it'd be perfect. I would just get complete 100% SteamOS, just have whatever games I want on there.
That would be clean.
Just use it as a game system pretty much.
Man, yeah.
Like,
there might be more people who start doing it. Somebody's gonna do it for a YouTube video the day it comes out.
For sure.
Like,
for sure.
It's like people who like are just gonna get like the mini PCs online and just be like, I just put SteamOS on it and I just plugged it into a TV. It sits on my desk. And I've never done anything besides run SteamOS on it. Like that sounds dope too. Because I mean, you could build a mini PC affordably.
Yeah.
And I mean,
well, it's actually the smaller boards have been getting more expensive because they make less of them.
Oh, true.
So you can buy one
Yeah.
for fairly cheap from a company that's like mass producing them.
But like to
building
make your
one
own
part,
is it's gonna get a little bit more expensive.
the cases are
I could see
ridiculous.
people trying to
Yeah,
put.
but like I don't
It's
know.
all like low run, like very custom.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
if I did a case, it would definitely be some shit where it'd be like I'd just print it or like find out
That
like
too.
because you can get custom with those.
You can
really
definitely
clean.
3D print a case for a mini PC.
I mean, honestly, you can build one out of fucking wood. You can go to
Yeah.
Home Depot. Get,
Well, that's a fire hazard.
I mean, of course. Like, but I'm just. I guess I was just saying. In
And don't get
functionality,
me wrong, the plastic is also a fire hazard. The plastic is flammable,
all of it.
Yeah.
but it's less flammable than the wood.
Than wood.
And
Yeah.
it also definitely won't conduct anything.
Yeah, it won't be
Yeah.
as hot.
Also, the wood just becomes a hazard to everything around it too. The plastic will just burn and melt. Like,
Oh no, the plastic will burn.
okay, well, never mind that. Well, I mean, you can print in different materials too, so you could even account for things like this.
Fire retardant plastic is not as common as you would think.
Well, I mean, I didn't assume retardant, but like I guess a little bit thicker or a little bit better than like a basic.
Just burn the house
Well,
down.
no,
plastic.
it's like this is total sidetrack, bro. But it's like a thing. Like if your printer like overheats and gets hot enough to set the plastic on fire, you're fucked. It's like a smoldering pile of plastic that burns for forever. Like you can use it to cook a torch. So if you aren't home and that happens,
Oh, yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Just got a spool of fire.
God damn.
That would probably melt through a floor.
it would burn the building.
Yeah,
down,
it
I
would
think,
do- yeah.
before it melts through the floor.
Before it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
it.
because I mean, so say it's on a table with a printer and it starts. It's gonna catch what's above the printer on fire first.
Okay.
And then eventually, if it goes for long enough, it'll get under. But the fire's probably going to have to go above and then spread.
True. I was thinking just about like dripping hot plastic on the ground. But I don't think it
I
would
don't
be
know
hot
how
enough
much it
to
would
burn
drip.
through. Yeah,
To be honest, it might drip, but I don't know if the drips would be flammable
true.
because it would break it down to like base chemicals. But yeah, there's petroleum products in plastic, so
I feel the
there's fuel.
I keep thinking about how we end up at where
It's
we
just
end
a
up. from where
random-
we started.
just
It's
a
so
I
random
said
crazy.
it was a
topics.
sidetrack.
I love it. I'm with it. I'm with it.
You know what I would actually really want to see is a Mac Mini on Steam OS. I think that'd be cool.
That's
Somebody-
blasphemy.
Somebody might figure out a way to
Yeah.
try
You should
it.
be able to dual boot it.
Yeah, because it's just
Yeah,
get like the
can
base
you?
M4.
Is Mac OS still Unix?
Yeah.
They might have to allow it.
Yeah,
I
you
was
would have,
about
there's
to-
a lot
I
of
was about to say,
security
you might have to
stuff.
stuff.
you might have to turn off some permissions
Yeah.
because I don't know. I haven't, as someone who has not had an M1 Mac to play around with, I don't know how the boot camping works on new devices or if they just
Or does it
stopped it.
exist?
Yeah,
Boot camp,
'cause I know
boot camp
it
is
doesn't
not a
exist
thing.
anymore.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
yeah, because I was
The
about to
app
say
doesn't
like
No.
exist anywhere.
that's crazy because like I have Boot Camp as an
Yeah.
application like
Yeah.
on my computer, and
Yeah,
that
no,
is what
Boot
I
Camp
love
is
about it.
like
Yeah.
a Linux distro
Yeah.
that would work on it.
Yeah.
I was about to say there
Yeah.
are
Well,
other
so that-
Yeah,
there
you
are
can
other
get-
things
you
that
can get
will
other
work.
things.
They like haven't released a like pinout of their chip.
Yeah,
So somewhere in an operating system to run on a processor, when you connect it to that processor, something's got to tell the operating system, "Hey, every single one
this
of these
does this,
CPU
and
pins
this does this. Yeah,
Facts.
And Apple didn't release that.
Yeah.
So no one outside Apple can make sure a program
Even knows.
runs
Yeah.
as an operating system on their devices.
yeah, and Apple is not going to do that. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that doesn't seem like a happening right now in their line.
No,
I
would
can't
agree.
imagine it. Also, I just like I don't know where they're going anymore with the chips. Like, but I feel like that's how I feel about everything. I'm just like, ooh, everything's getting so fast that I'm just like, when do we hit the point
games
of like?
are being smaller and smaller. So
I know, but that's what I'm
NVIDIA-
saying. Like, but we keep going, and it's like you can't drop these year over year at a certain point without there being a deficit to some degree.
Yeah.
because like everybody's going for like very incremental change.
Yeah, because like honestly, for my M1, I'm not planning on upgrading it for like
Yeah.
a minute now. Because
That's what
the
I'm
only
saying.
thing that I've
They
noticed is the
accidentally
battery
future-proofed
life.
everybody.
Yeah, it's
I've
just the
had
battery
my
life.
current PC for 4 years.
Yeah.
No notice
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
any slowness.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I mean, that's why I'm just like, as us who talk about and look at this stuff,
Yeah.
it's crazy that it's like we're not even the ones buying it. So it's like, how, like, when is the slowdown going to happen? Because
Yeah.
it's like you can only give somebody like a 0.5 or 1.5% change every year until they fight. Like they're not upgrading for 2-3 years, even in that system.
Facts.
But it's like there are people who still think the shit 5 years back is fine. So
yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Like it's only now I'm starting to see like certain things are a little slow, but it's like so little.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I'm not spending like $4,000 on a computer.
That's how I feel
like,
about my iPad with the M1, where I'm like, I'm just seeing signs.
You don't have to.
Well, no, because my thing is, if I'm gonna buy a new laptop now, I might as well just future proof myself for like 5 more years.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that's not what I meant. It doesn't have to be a MacBook.
oh no, it's got to be a
Right,
MacBook.
but
Yeah, it's got to be a MacBook.
That's gonna be fine for forever.
Yeah, but it's also Windows.
didn't you
It's
start
whatever
this,
I want it.
Didn't you start this by saying I hate Windows?
Yeah, legit.
But I can put SteamOS on it.
Okay, but like
You
can't,
haven't.
You can't live
It's
from
not
Steam.
out for desktop.
But can you edit a video
Yeah.
in SteamOS?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's one of the questions.
That is a big question that I think will be a no.
That's one of the questions.
I don't think DaVinci is going to be coming to SteamOS.
You never know. A couple weeks ago, we talked about, I can't remember if it was Amazon or Google, but they created an AI to transform programs into Linux.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did talk about that. But it's like,
So just use that thing. Make DaVinci go in.
I don't know. That sounds risky. What
No,
did Rod
I mean-
say in the comments?
Yeah, no, my
Hey,
Hey, okay, cool. I was like, I can't see that far. It was a minute ago, too.
I didn't make him big.
No, it's
It
all
definitely
good.
says A.
yeah,
But yeah, like,
no,
No, so
I'm not switching over.
what NVIDIA did, though, about everything, like, stopping being able to be improved that much, you get smaller and smaller gains now, and we're basically at the limit of how small we can make everything, so now you have to make bigger ones to get more, like, transistors.
yeah.
So NVIDIA's solution was, like, a GPU isn't really a GPU anymore. It's an AI that generates frames, and we're only going to do every 5th one, and then the AI is going to fill in the rest
God
to
damn.
make it faster.
Yeah. It's like,
God damn.
it's like I'm kind of with it.
You know what?
Definitely not, though. It's like, I see the point, but
You know what? When I heard that, it sounded like to me, it sounded like they asked an AI how to improve GPUs.
I can
Yeah,
believe that.
pretty
I can
much.
100% believe that.
They made their
But that also
in-house
sounds
AI
like-
because they're going nuts with AI.
That just
so
sounds
they can
like
run it
it's
better than
limited.
anyone.
It sounds like it can hit a wall in the sense of like the AI can like incorrectly do something in the sense that like if it's generating that much of what you're seeing, I guess it's just like I would be afraid that like it could mess something up in the process.
I don't really have an answer for that. I don't know if they artifact or anything, but it's like my GPUs can use the thing. They just, this card is made to do that thing, and like this card is made to hardware intensive run it.
Yeah.
And that card's made to emulate it with AI, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and it's just weird.
Yeah. No.
'Cause it's like as far as I know,
like
it doesn't
virtual
just show like
almost.
random things in frames.
Yeah.
Like it's not like that. Like
it's
that's
not like
enough
it's gonna pop up something
information.
weird in the corner and everybody's having a different
It
experience.
has enough information about the scene that it's gonna like everyone will see the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not just gonna
yeah.
break and show somebody like jigsaw for a half a frame.
But it's not hardware generating every single frame,
Okay.
which is what a GPU normally does. So it's like twice as fast as the previous generation.
God damn.
Computing is getting to a point where I
Yeah.
think it might leave me. I might just be the old dude
Well,
who's like, I don't know what the fuck that does.
Fuck it, Intel.
So-
yeah.
But I mean, Nvidia is the only one who has a substantial jump.
yeah, I mean, like
Yeah.
they're the ones
They
that we're
literally
looking
doubled
at.
performance.
Like they're
Yeah.
so it's like everybody's looking at them right now, pretty much to kind of like set the curve, in my opinion. Like it seems like they're the ones who are ahead of a lot of shit, and then like everyone followed suit in their own manner.
Yeah.
So like maybe that's the way we go.
They're still the only ones who can make GPUs.
Yep. Damn. That's a crazy way to monopolize the current
Actually,
market.
AMD's new GPUs are also very good, but they don't do that.
Yeah. Well, AMD kind of set the curve with a lot of chips. Like
AMD's been making great chips for
that's
a
what
long
I'm
time
saying.
now.
Like they set the curve and
They
like literally
were gone for like all of our childhood.
Yeah,
and
they
then,
came
and then
back.
came the fuck back.
And
Like
came
swinging.
back
2020,
strong.
They said, "You wanna see us
became,
change the
Yeah.
world?"
Like pretty
Yeah.
epic. Yeah.
Came back strong.
Crazy. It's like legitimately insane. Just like
Yeah.
the jump in computing that they we're literally at the forefront of.
Yeah.
Like literally, like right there, being like, hold my beer, like watch what we're about to do. But like, yeah, now we're all just living in this shit.
Yeah.
I'm so interested to see.
And now Intel's like meh.
Yeah, I mean, Intel. Oh my god, we saw Intel commercials as children.
Yeah.
Intel does not matter anymore.
Intel inside.
Facts.
Yeah, like doom 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 doom. Like we all knew the noise. No Gen Z kid fucking knows the noise. Like that's crazy. Like
They don't got money for those
like
no
a
more.
computer did not matter if you didn't have that fucking Intel sticker on.
Yeah. No,
Like
facts.
now it's like, bro,
Facts.
who cares?
We basically saw them fall down because it was when they had like an engineer as the CEO.
Yeah.
When all that was happening.
Yep.
That's actually what's
And
up.
then it ended up being like a business guy. And that's when they were like, don't change anything. Don't add any more cores. You're going to make it too good of a value. Raise the prices every year.
As
wild.
the nerd I am who watches all the Apple keynotes from back in the past, when Steve Jobs made the announcement that he was switching to Intel on the like Macs, the crowd was like astonished in a way.
Yeah.
And then like to see that become like the history of like what then made that computer better.
And then they left Intel.
And that's what I'm saying. Like to see that all like it's recorded. You can see the first time they put an Intel in there, and you can see the M1 launch. You can see the difference in what those two things were, but it's also like it's just like that's crazy. Like that era is literally marked in time, and like we lived through it. Which another count to us being old in this episode, like or getting older, because it's just like damn, like that's so crazy.
Yeah,
man, like because they were power PCs first. They were on like there were so many other things, and Intel ate the market, and now AMD is like. We have the market. We're in your video games, your computer, your fucking car, your phone. What are we not in?
That much of domination, but Intel's definitely lost more in the data center than they have in like consumer.
Damn, which is probably where the money is made. To be honest, yeah, it was about to be like, there's like with how much data we currently have, this is a terrible time to be lacking in data.
100,000 GPUs from NVIDIA.
Yeah, I mean, Apple, when they said they were creating their Mac Mini server farm, that was like however fucking big, where I was just like, holy shit. Like, how many computers did you have to make for you all to do that? Like, that's insane. You had to make your own computers for this.
But what consumer retail store is going to sell 1,000 of top-end GPUs?
Literally,
or 100,000.
Yeah,
sorry,
no, that's
not
gotta
1,000.
be. That's gotta
but I mean,
be.
even in the time period we live now,
that would be ridiculous for a store to do.
No,
I mean, we need computing power right now. Like with everything AI that everybody wants to do.
We need electricity.
Oh yeah,
well, I mean, we're running out of power.
Dude, if we run out of power, I'm not gonna say I'm like here for it, but I'm kind of like, bro, like fuck it.
I think at some point here we're gonna start seeing like brownouts.
Oh yeah, I could see rationing happening in our lives.
I could see that.
Like,
I could
not
see
to
that.
say, not
well,
to
I
like
think
call
they
it, but
start.
like,
I think it would be like the grid's too inefficient to carry as much power as everything needs.
Yeah.
So I think they'll upgrade like power stations, and there'll be enough power. Like I think solar is gonna blow up.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
I feel like in a city like where we live, I think we'll be straight and they'll do things like that. But I think like there are going to be parts of the country that are going to be like, yeah, we just turned them off after 7.
But I wasn't done. I think they won't upgrade the grid.
Oh yeah, that was the problem
and
in
the grid's
that was the problem in Texas.
Yeah.
During their freeze over when they ran out of fucking power.
About to get snow.
Dude,
which I mean,
Texas
like
about to get
they will probably run out of power.
Yeah, they're about to get wrecked.
After that whole issue they had last time, they still fixed none of that.
Yeah,
they fixed none of that infrastructure.
Yep.
And I was just because like I remember watching, I don't know, it was one of the smart YouTube channels. I'm not going to like say like it was an article, but like I was like deeply into like how the Texas grid was like made, and I was just like, this is the oldest shit ever. You all have too many people to think that this is efficient. Like the fact that it failed here is crazy. It should have failed years ago. And they fixed nothing. And it's like, you have so much fucking land. Do you know what you all could do there? Like, you could do so many different power solutions and just no, they don't give a fuck.
They could be the only solar state in the country.
They have enough fucking space. They have enough space. Like,
enough sun.
Like literally.
For real.
Like, and they're like, nah, get an old school around here.
Pickup truck.
Bro, what you mean? Like, we're ready to secede. You think we're going to give you all power?
Yeah. Second Amendment.
They're like, we might leave this country. Why would we give you all energy? We don't want anything from you all. Fuck your grid. Oh my God. Yeah. Craziness. It would be insane if we get to power rationing though. Like imagine being like, yo, I can only play video games 9 to 7, 9 to 10 because I'm like in this part of the country and like you can only play at this time in this part of the country.
That'd be wild.
Ooh. If we run out of electricity with no solution, we will be there.
Yeah.
But the key is finding the solution. Yeah. Craziness. We're going to end up leaving people with no hope of the possibility of losing power.
Depression. Welcome to 2025.
I mean, there's a winter storm. What can we do?
2024.
Yeah.
That's 2025.
Yeah.
Damn, I said 2024. It was me.
I thought you were quoting him. I was like,
I thought he said 2025. Did you fuck up too? Yeah, I said 24.
24.
I fucked up. I said 24. Yeah, I'm still not adjusted.
Yeah.
We're only 8 days in this bitch.
Yeah, it says. I've written the date enough, though.
Where do you write the date?
I type it.
Where do you type the date?
Yeah, I don't type
It'll
it.
work.
I type the
Mine's
I
auto.
type the month, the day, and then whatever application I'm in will autofill the rest. I've not typed
My
a year
day
in
always
forever.
gets my shit always gets autofilled.
Like if you're in Word or if you're in Outlook or if you're in anything, Microsoft Excel, it just puts the year in.
Well, name things like -2025.
Oh, I'm a big month date. You get no year from me. I hope that doesn't become a problem. If I keep working at this place longer than a year, it'll be an issue. But like, we'll see.
Yeah, no,
Because I'm a big month day.
Same.
1/10, bam.
Yep.
Like,
Same.
damn, I didn't even think that could be a problem until right now.
No, I never put the year.
Which one is this?
What did Rod say?
I can't read that.
You can't even read shit.
Seeing Texas freeze over made my heart warm. He doesn't like Texas, apparently. What you got against Tejas, Rod? Let us know.
Tejas.
I mean, like,
I
they
can
got
see us
very
power
backwards
rationing
policies.
when we're 35. That's not that far away, buddy.
That's
We know.
I'm sorry, that's not what we're talking about.
We
We're
know.
talking about power.
Stop
things.
bringing
I
me
shouldn't
back
care about
to
my
it.
mortality.
Yeah.
I would assume it's probably Texas's policies and backwards governance. Most of the reason I don't really visit the state. But also I ain't got no business in Texas, so like I wouldn't be there anyway. Let me not say it like I have a moral high ground. But
I'd want to see Houston
Austin would be
or
cool.
Austin.
Yeah.
I have some family that live down there, but I don't know. I don't like the rules like that. They got a few too many of them for me. I don't like them all. It's kind of how I feel about all of our neighboring states. But yeah. I mean, like, I really do want to know what he has against Texas. I've kind of just been vamping for that. I wanted to see if he's got like a succinct reply.
He's got a
or if he just doesn't like Texas.
Anytime I write in my journal, I update the date. That's not what he is.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, so he knows what year it is, though.
I feel like if I was journaling more, I might put dates in, but like I ain't journaling in a minute. It probably seems more about mental health than anything, but like I haven't written down how I feel about life in a second. I feel like it would feel sad. But like nah. Handwriting dates. I mean, I make my calendar in my bullet journal every week, and I still don't I don't fucking know what day it is. Like, is it the 8th or the 9th?
It's the
That was close.
True.
That's all that matters.
He's like true.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you know
Was
what
that
day it was?
right?
Nope.
Exactly.
That
The
was
fuck?
right.
Yeah. I only know that
I
it's
think
the
I
week.
checked it like 6 times
I
today.
only know the
Yeah,
days
I've
of the
been
week because I got a
checked
9 to 5 job. I did not know those beforehand. Like,
I just know it's a Wednesday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's all I know. That's all I got in my brain.
It's a
And I
Wednesday.
almost thought it was a Tuesday. You're lucky I made it here. That's why I was here early as shit. Because I was like, oh, fuck, yeah. Oh, I'm just going to turn. Like, I was like, oh, I'm not going to go home. That's the, like,
Make a left.
literally. Like, it was like, oh, I'll get off Lakeshore here.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Well, hope people in Texas do well.
Good luck, Tejas.
Tejas.
You really want to hit that.
And
Tejas.
Georgia and Louisiana. And like, no one's going to be ready.
Okay.
They might get like 7 inches.
Hope the South is
Goddamn.
good.
Yeah.
Just gonna throw it for the whole Southern.
We're going to get a little
Facts.
bit, I think. I don't think it's going to be a lot, though.
I mean, but like
Saturday.
a Chicago,
Yeah,
not a
we're
lot is
used to it.
different than a Texas, not a lot. Like they get
No,
1
like,
inch
we're
down
really
there.
going to get not a lot. They're going to get a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
do you
even
see
like
Kansas
this little
City?
snow that's outside right now. Like this
No.
shit kind of gotta go. Like this shit ain't cute.
Did you see Kansas City?
Hell
like,
no.
they
What?
got like 15 inches last
When
weekend.
do you watch the weather for other locations?
legit.
Now that we're here,
Legit.
because
Why?
you
Why
just
would I
shared
know
a lot of
Kansas
weather
City?
knowledge about so many other states. Who the fuck knows
Dude,
this?
it's that
Where
one
did you
Twitch
get
streamer.
this info?
It's that one Twitch
Do
streamer.
you still watch that
He's
fucking
like-
weather stream?
he's still watching
Is that
that
what it
dude.
is?
It's not a stream anymore. It's episode.
So you just
way.
watch like a weatherman thing? Like it's just like a run back video? Like
He just does like a daily, like, this is what's happening.
you're watching the weather.
God damn, yeah, legit.
Yeah, but better than like TV weather.
He's
I guess. Hey, there's innovations in every category. That's great. I literally just put it together. I was like, why the fuck do you have this much weather knowledge?
Yeah, it just, I was like,
I
this
just
is
called you
no
Weatherman
way.
Bob as a joke back in the day. And now it's like, you really have weather knowledge. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I do.
That's insane.
You used to call me Weatherman Bob because we worked outside and I would check if it was going to rain before I left in the morning.
And I never did. I never fucking did.
Weatherman
I never
Bob.
checked the
That
weather.
was the bare
We
minimum
worked outside
to see if it was
for-
going to rain that
But
day.
the thing is, like, we worked outside for several summers. I never fucking checked. I would ask you all the time. Like, I could have just looked. Now the weather is on my lock screen, but I think that is because there's no longer somebody to ask every day.
Yeah,
like, I
facts.
don't know. Because I'd be like, oh, is it going to rain? Like, in the sky.
Well,
could
we
be
don't
fuck-
work outside
The sky could be
anymore.
fucking like black outside,
Yeah.
and I just wouldn't put it together. I'd just be like, yeah, maybe it might rain, might not. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, then the fires in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah,
I know
did
nothing
see
about
that.
this. I'm so.
Oh,
I
no,
feel-
that
100
one's
mile an hour
crazy.
windstorm in LA.
Yeah,
There's like 6
that one's
wildfires
crazy.
raging
You
now.
know about this?
Yeah,
one? Okay, so
I
just
know
missed my
about
desk.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
this
that's
one's crazy.
like people evacuated like a bunch
Yeah.
of LA.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's wild.
And the roads were jammed and people got out of their cars and then bulldozers were pushing cars to the side so
Yeah.
fire trucks could get through.
It's wild.
It's that
Chaos.
serious?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, we
it's
should have led with
crazy.
that one. We was over here talking about Texas getting 1.5 inches of snow.
That's different. They're going to be without power and it's going to be like negative 10 degrees.
You're right, but I feel like, the bulldozers, trucks out the side of the fucking road is kind of wild. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
imagine if you're just sleeping in your back seat. Like, they thought you left your shit, but like, you just in the
wake
back
up.
seat and you just like getting pushed
check
off the
up.
side of the fucking road.
Dude. Yeah,
No,
no,
dude,
LA's,
this-
And I
LA
guarantee
is
they're not
crazy.
paying for any damages. Like, that's
Oh,
just like,
yeah,
nah, you
no,
just
hell
fucked.
They got to get to
Yeah,
a fire,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, it's like, bro, we got to save lives.
Yeah, no, LA is crazy right now.
Hey,
Are you bringing something up?
Oh, I was going to show you guys the bulldozer.
that's crazy. It's wild that you have a video. I didn't-
I'm just Googling.
That's the wild
Yeah.
Google.
Also, I feel like your Googles are always questionable.
Yeah, like they're
They're
never
never-
on point.
2 seconds.
I feel like you typed in 2
So-
seconds is so crazy. We have the evidence that this was not 2 seconds. Like we are here on stream.
2 seconds.
Like,
Big
oh
bulldozer.
fuck!
Oh damn.
Oh no, you was for real. Boy, they throwing
That's
people shit off the road.
wild.
That's crazy.
Those are like nice cars too. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, well, like what fucking cars?
Well,
I mean, like
yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah.
expect them to be fucking beaters. Like you know what I'm
Little
saying?
Tesla.
Like, yeah. I wouldn't expect,
Just
we only left the Ford Focuses on the road.
Yeah.
You know what I'm like?
Yeah.
If I had a Volvo, so I took mine to the crib.
So they're just plowing their way through
Yeah.
cars.
Man,
Damn.
if your car's in the middle of that, you're never getting it. Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
they even had a decency to come tow your shit. That's crazy.
No, they were like, "This needs to be done quick.
Yeah. We need
You
to
can't
step
get
out.
300 tow trucks over here."
You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I feel like whoever okayed that in the city, though, like the city is gonna hate that motherfucker forever. Like just locally in the city, that person's a villain. Like if it was like the head of whatever, like he's not getting reelected.
Because
Or
you know
she.
it's like a whole neighborhood that tried
Oh,
to
yeah.
leave at the same time.
Yeah, like this is a localized
They know each
event.
other.
Like we are looking at it from a different lens.
Yeah.
This is like, yo, that's Terry's car on the news, and
Yeah.
like 5,000 people on TikTok are watching it.
Facts.
Like like,
Facts.
it's like, damn, like
Yeah.
Terry is like,
Yeah.
fuck the aldermen. Like they are like everyone in that who got their car bulldozed is voting in the next local election.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they shouldn't have left their shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got a quote. No, there's no way. We can't.
Yeah.
Slow clap for the end. That's crazy.
Always an option.
What's the Smokey the Bear one? Only you can prevent forest fires.
Bobo?
What?
Yogi Bear is so
Yeah.
not Smokey the Bear.
What? Okay, I think that's just.
Those are not the same.